I paid $154,000 in taxes last year. So yeah, higher salary absolutely means a higher tax bill, but it doesn't mean you shouldn't still go for the money. Let's talk about taxes. So before I started really being a business owner and dealing with taxes and looking at things in the nitty-gritty level, I completely misunderstood the tax bracket system. I thought that if you made more than $243,000 a year, that you were getting taxed at 35% of your total income. The way the bracket system actually works, however, is a lot more interesting than that, and it's actually not as bad as you might think. So the way that this works is every single person in America gets taxed the same percentage of their income in stages. So from $0 to $11,600, this portion is taxed at 10% for everyone, no matter how much we make. Everybody gets charged at 10% for this first portion of their income. The second portion of your income between $11,600 and $47,150 is taxed at 12%. The next portion of your income are taxed at 22%. So my federal marginal tax rate is 35%, meaning the last dollars of my income are taxed in the 35% bracket. That being said, the majority of my income does not actually land in that bracket, so my effective rate is 28.4%. That's about how much I'm actually paying in federal taxes in an average on my income. This number down below it is my New York State marginal tax rate, and my effective tax rate is actually higher because I live in New York City, so I have a city wage tax that gets added into that. So my effective tax rate is about 10.7% to be a New York City hot girl. It is expensive being a hot girl, okay? So does this mean you should not go out and get a high paying job? No, you're still gonna walk home with so much more money. So yeah, last year I paid more in taxes than what I ever made when I was working as a nurse. In fact, I think when I was working as a nurse, I made about $70,000 a year. So this is more than double what I ever made when I was a nurse. Just what I paid in taxes alone. But this is what I got to keep in my pocket at the end of the day. And this went towards saving for my future, and towards giving to charities. And most importantly, it went towards going on nice vacations and giving my dog the life he deserves as the child of a New York City hot girl. Don't be afraid of a tax bill.